All right, so in this lecture, we are going to talk about the selection tool. Selection tool is probably one of my favorite tools in Photoshop because working digitally, it allows you to, especially when you're working with a sketch, just move things around really easily without having to commit too much to one thing. You don't have to erase and redraw anything. You can just pick it up and move it around. So in Photoshop, the selection tool, or the lasso tool, as it's called, is up here. You should have this in pretty much any software, I believe. And what you're going to do for this assignment is pretty simple. We have this drawing of this little creature thing on one layer, and then just the flat color on the background layer, or on the layer underneath it. And your job is to just take the selection tool, and you can see here, if we come over here, we can select whatever section we want. So let's say we want to select this eye. And then by hitting Command T, or turning it to the transform tool, I can move it around anywhere on my screen. Then I'll hit enter to finalize that, and let's do the same thing with this eye. Okay, and then let's move his eyebrows. Down here, and we'll grab this eyebrow. And then let's do his nose and move that. And if you want, you can even scale things up a little bit, move them around. And then lastly, let's do something fun with his mouth here. So there you go, you can see we were able to create a completely new look for this guy just by using our selection tool. We didn't have to paint anything new or draw anything new. We just used what elements we already had. Now the reason I had that background layer on a separate layer is because if you see when we turn this off, there's all these empty gaps from where we cut things out of, so you will have that issue. I mostly use this for when I'm working either on a lot of separate layers or just in my rough sketch phase, where it doesn't really matter if my line art gets all jittery and messed up, because I'm going to be doing a final line art over that anyways. But you can do what we did here, where I have this background layer that kind of covers up all those holes. But you could do this however you want. You can kind of twist things around, do them whatever you want, scale things down. Let's do one more really quick, just for fun, just to look at it. So let's do, I'm going to move this up here, and we're going to scale it down really small. And then we'll get this one. Actually, you know what? Let's just grab the eyebrow with it. That'll be even easier. Grab this one. All right, and then we'll get the nose here. Whoops. Okay, and then the mouth. You can make the mouth really big, or maybe we want to make it really little. There you go, nice little timid fella here. All right, so there you have it. Your job is do 5 of these. Come up with 5 different facial configurations where you kind of move things around. You can kind of break things up or skew them however you want, and then post them in the Q&A. Post them in the Facebook group. Show people what you came up with. I'm sure there'll be a lot of funny, interesting ones for people to look at. So that's it for this lecture, and I will see you guys in the next one.